So YouTube just put out a video that they're increasing the threshold to get monetized. They're doubling it from 4,000 hours to 8,000 hours. And if you were a shorts creator, it was 10 million within the last 90 days. And now it's 20 million. You have to have 20 million views in the last 90 days. Let's watch this video and talk about the update. Then I want to talk about what I think about why this is happening and why this may be good or why this may be bad. A lot of it's to new creators, this is bad because you have to work harder to reach that threshold. For content creators that are already rolling, they already have a system and they're making, and this is a full-time job for them. This isn't really going to be an issue. But let's watch this video to see what this guy has to say. vidIQ.
YouTube announced the biggest monetization updates in almost a decade yesterday, so today we'll explore those changes in more detail and what it means for creators both working towards monetization and those already in the YouTube Partner Program. We'll start with the requirements because that's what the majority of you care about. What do I need to get to start earning money? So first of all, this is what hasn't changed. The lowest rung of the YouTube Partner Program remains 500 subscribers and then 3,000 watch hours over a 12-month period, or 3 million shorts views over a 90-day period. That's what gives you access to what YouTube call fan funding opportunities, those being channel memberships, super chats, essentially monetizing your audience. But this tier does not include monetizing your content through ad revenue, and that's where the biggest change is. So to start making money from ads on your videos and premium revenue, which I'll cover a little later, you will need 1,000 subscribers with no time limit on how long to get them. That requirement hasn't changed, but now you will need 8,000 public watch hours over a 12-month period, or 20 million YouTube Shorts views over a 3-month period. By comparison, the current requirements are 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours over 12 months, or 10 million shorts views over 3 months. So basically, aside from subscribers, the requirements have doubled. And this is what YouTube had to say about that.
While YouTube has grown to billions of monthly viewers, the YPP entry thresholds have remained mostly unchanged.
Both of those statements are true. YouTube is a video streaming monster, and these previous YPP requirements were introduced all the way back in 2018. So these changes were probably long overdue. As to the direction these requirements have gone and by how much, is for you to share your opinion on in the comments below. And I highly encourage you to do that because Rene Ritchie, the creator liaison at YouTube, is checking in on the community response to these updates. It is very important to note at this point that these changes to the requirements do not come into effect until the 1st of February 2027, which is a little under 6 months away. So let's say you hit 4,000 watch hours and all of the other requirements in December of 2026. You're good. If, on the other hand, you're at 3,900 hours on January 31st, 2027, then you might have a story to share about being one of the most unluckiest YouTubers on the planet. That does seem incredibly harsh, doesn't it? We'll see if YouTube have some sort of grace period or anything like that for creators close to the requirements, but nothing official from them as of now. Now, to put these numbers into a more digestible context, if you're gunning for 8,000 watch hours, that averages out at 22 hours of watch time a day, or 1,320 minutes a day, or 264 views on a 10-minute video that gets an average view duration of 5 minutes per day. For YouTube Shorts, the numbers are somewhat bigger. To get those 20 million Shorts views in a 90-day period, you will need to average 222,222 Shorts views a day. I can't really break it down any more than that. Now then, let's say that you're already in the YouTube Partner Program, but after the 1st of February 2027, you're no longer hitting these new requirements. Let's say you're averaging 5,000 hours of watch time. Do you get kicked out? No. And there's actually some good news here. YouTube are introducing new channel activity requirements, which will keep your channel monetized as long as you have at least 1,000 watch hours over the last 12 months, or 1 million shorts views over the last 90 days, or have published 2 long-form videos or 5 shorts over a 90-day period. And then, if you drop below these numbers, you have 90 days to get back above those numbers to keep your channel monetized. Now, to stress again, this is for monetized channels only, and it comes into effect on the 1st of February 2027. And this is actually a lot more generous than before. YouTube used to give you a 30-day window to fix these requirements. All right, on to some changes in how creators get paid, starting with YouTube Shorts. Once your channel is monetized, in order to get paid for your shorts, you must maintain a baseline level of 10 million shorts views every 90 days. If you don't achieve that, you won't be removed from the YouTube Partner Program, but you won't earn any revenue either. Now, this may come as a bit of a surprise to creators who are mostly earning from long-form videos, but make a little bit extra income from shorts. And the vidIQ channel is a perfect example of that. In the last 90 days, the channel has 9.8 million shorts views, which is agonizingly short of the threshold. Or it would be if all of these were qualified views. They aren't. Only engaged views count, which means we're over 4 million views short of the threshold. The net result of that is that the channel will lose $1,080, which is around about $350 a month, when this new requirement comes into effect. This minimum earning threshold, by the way, only applies to YouTube Shorts. No matter how many watch hours you get from long form videos, you will still earn revenue. If you meet the other minimum thresholds, of course. Man, this is getting complicated.
Yeah, I've seen enough and I heard enough. And what it sounds like is they're making it harder for people to get in this business. And I understand why, because it's really become very oversaturated in the last few years. And the barrier of entry to get in the game as a content creator has decreased. Everyone's running around with phones. People are editing shit on their phones. You don't need a computer like you used to. It's just that the barrier of entry has gotten so low to the point where I don't even really want to do this anymore. This has been like a career of mine for like the last 20 years. And there's so many people doing it. And it's so normalized now that it doesn't seem attractive. It doesn't seem like I'm ahead of the curve by being a content creator or by understanding how to edit. Or at one point in time, it was something very valuable, but now it's just not. And you got all these people, and then the AI came out, and then it just started, the slop content started coming out, and everybody thought they were going to get rich off of AI, faceless channels, and that didn't last long. And they started getting rid. It's like a purge. They're getting rid of the people who are just trying to do this as a cash grab. They're not really passionate about it. They're just making bullshit content. And I'm hoping they're going to give more traffic and more money to the people who are more serious about this. And when I look at these numbers, I'm not worried. Like on my channel, that, you know, my main channel that generates a nice amount of revenue, those numbers will be nothing to accomplish. So I'm not worried. But for a new channel, like even this channel, I've been working part-time to get this channel monetized. And I think I'm about 350 hours away from the 400 the 4,000 watch hours. So I'm like, yeah, I better start, making more videos so I can meet that threshold so I could have another channel that generates revenue. And, I was reading this comment earlier from this fucking idiot, and he's like, leaves a comment about why, it's a 3-minute video. Why do I want to hear you talk for 7 minutes? Bro, I don't give a fuck. You don't know shit. Just keep watching YouTube so I can run up my watch time, because you don't know what the fuck is going on. We're trying to accumulate watch time, which ends up turning into revenue. And a lot of people don't realize why it's in your favor to make longer videos. I'm noticing guys making 20, 25-minute videos because these shorter videos aren't getting the time of day. They're not getting enough watch time to even get recommended. And it seems like it's all about making 30-minute, hour-long, 2-hour-long videos where you just sit in the camera for a long time talking, giving the machine as much of yourself as possible. And becoming a fucking whore to the machine. And just giving yourself up, giving up your mind, your ideas, your intelligence to artificial intelligence. And they don't want you using AI to make channels. They want you. They want you in front of the channel. They want you in front of the camera. Now they want you in front of the camera double time, and which then in turn makes the AI work better, But they don't want you to use it to capitalize. But it's going to use you to make itself smarter. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm happy or sad. I've been, this is a, I'm grateful for my, for the money I earn on YouTube. But I mean, it is tough work, and I'm burnt out a lot of times. And in trying to run multiple channels, it's not easy as people think. You get burnt out if you don't come up with a system and a flow to knock out content easily. And then at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice quality either, because nobody wants to see shitty videos. So I don't know. I don't think this change is gonna affect me much. I know what I have to do to maintain. You got to just work harder. I don't know what to say. It's getting bad. It's getting bad for people who thought they were just gonna quit their jobs and become content creators. I know a lot of people are disappointed because a few years ago it was starting to seem like, or even now, it's starting to seem like the desirable thing to do. You hear about all these people making money online, and some of the people, the bigger content creators, they're making millions of dollars. So it seems like the sexy thing to do, but a lot of these guys been in the game for 5, 10, 10, 15 years, and they claim to, and a lot of people come to the platform with an existing following. And if you don't have none of that, you started from scratch, it's going to be a lot of tough work. You're going to have to be talking about people. You're going to have to be following the news. You're going to have to be uploading more than the next man, because there's people out here that really want it and really do this. And a lot of these fly by night people, they're just gonna have to go back and get regular jobs, because this is or go to the other platforms that pay even way less than YouTube, which is sad. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I'm not. I know what to do to maintain watch time on YouTube. The question is, do you? And is this really for you? This job really for you, or are you just someone who's just following the trend of trying to get money online? And if you're just following the trend and you're not really about this life, you're not going to survive this purge that's about to happen. So good luck.